So hello students, we are going to discuss today a very important topic, that is your parallelogram law of vector addition. Now what is parallelogram law of vector addition? Let's see to it. So what we have to basically keep two vectors such that their tail must coincide. Now let's see how it is. Suppose this is your A vector, as you can see, and this is your B vector. Now what you can see that their tail is basically coinciding, right? So you have taken two vectors, A vector and B vectors, and you have kept these two vectors in such a way that their tails are coinciding. Now we have to draw parallel vectors to both of them, like we have drawn A vector, B vector. Now we have to take parallel vectors, like we have to draw one vector which is parallel to A vector and another vector, that is B vector, which is again parallel to B vector, so that it forms a parallelogram. So you can see that I have taken, let's say this is AB vector, which is your A vector. So I have taken another vector which is DC vector, that is again A vector, and AD vector is B vector. So again we have taken BC vector, that is also B vector. Means हमने यहाँ पे इसके पैरेलल एक वेक्टर लिया है और इसके पैरेलल एक वेक्टर लिया है, so that it forms what? Parallelogram. अगर हम आगे देखें, so basically you want to calculate the resultant of A vector and B vector. So हमने इसके लिए एक parallelogram construct किया. Now the resultant will be basically the diagonal, and it starts from the point where the tails are coinciding, and that represents the sum of two vectors, right? So that is what we can say, that we have AC vector, that is the resultant, and that will be A vector plus B vector. अगर हम डायग्राम से देखें, so this is going to be the resultant vector, जिसको हम R vector भी बोल सकते हैं, and that will be equals to A vector plus B vector. So we are going to have R vector, and that is equals to what? A vector and plus of what? B vector. So that's the resultant. Now we have to obtain a mathematical relation. That was just a graphical method. Now we have to deduce the expression mathematically, that what will be the resultant's magnitude. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to take two vectors, and if two vectors, A vector and B vectors, making an angle theta to each other, then the magnitude of their vector addition we want to calculate using this diagram. So what is that? See, this is A vector, this one is B vector, and making an angle of theta. This particular angle is your theta, and let's complete the parallelogram. See, this is A vector, so this is also going to be your A vector. Now you can see this diagonal, that is your R vector. Now if I ask you that what is going to be its magnitude, so since it's a B vector, so its magnitude is going to be simply B. And if I ask you what is going to be the magnitude of this, so this will be simply A. Now the angle between two vectors is given as theta, so this angle has to be what? Theta, because these are two parallels and this is one transversal, so corresponding angles are going to be equal. So if I ask you what is going to be this length, so using a triangle, that is, let's say this has y, so we'll take this triangle, let's say this triangle is PQR. Now if I ask you that in triangle PQR you want to establish a relation between y and b, so y is going to be perpendicular and b is going to be hypotenuse. So we know that sine theta is what? Sine theta is basically perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so that will be y upon b, right? So value of y comes out as how much? B sine theta. Now if I ask you what will be the value of this, so let's take this as x. Now we'll take this time in the same triangle PQR, we are going to take cos theta, and cos theta is going to be what? Base upon hypotenuse. So base is x and hypotenuse is b. So value of x comes out as what? B cos of theta. So finally we got this as b cos theta and this as b sin theta, and this one is, as I said, this is A, and we have to calculate R. So we'll take this triangle OQR, right? So if we are going to take the triangle OQR, so basically we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square, so that is going to be what? R square, and that will be equals to what? Perpendicular square, so that will be y square, and y is what? B sine theta, as we have seen here that y is what? B sine theta. So once we put that, so we'll have B square sine square theta and plus of. Now if I ask you what is the value of this base, so this is A plus B cos theta. So this is going to be your A plus B cos theta whole square. Now that's your Pythagoras theorem. Now if I simplify this further, so I'm going to have R square is equals to B square sine square theta. Now we know the formula of A plus B whole square, that is going to be what? A square plus B square plus 2AB. So we'll have A square plus of B square cos square theta plus of how much? 2AB cos theta. Now we are going to collect these two terms. One is B square sine square theta and the other one is B square cos square theta. So we'll have B square common, and we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is what? 1. And then we have A square and plus of how much? 2AB cos theta. So finally we get the value of R, and that comes out as under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So that is going to be the magnitude of the resultant vector, which comes out as A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta whole under root. So this is how we are going to calculate the magnitude of resultant vector using parallelogram law of vector addition, right? Now what do we have? This has your formula, that is magnitude of A vector plus B vector, which is R, and that's your final outcome. Now we are going to see that if the resultant vector makes an angle alpha. Now what is resultant vector? You can see it from the diagram. This is the resultant vector, and which is making an angle alpha with which vector? This is making an angle alpha with A vector, that is your vector A. So basically we want to find tan of alpha, that is just to find the direction of resultant vector with A vector. So if I ask you what is tan alpha, so tan alpha is going to be perpendicular upon base. So if I write what is tan alpha, now what is perpendicular over here? It is B sine theta. So we'll write tan alpha equals to what? B sine theta upon base. Now base is what? A. This is going to be A and plus B cos theta. So this is what we got, the angle alpha from here, and that comes out as how much? Tan inverse. See, if tan will go that side, so it will become tan inverse. So we are going to have alpha equals to tan inverse B sine theta upon A plus B cos theta. Now that's your angle alpha which we have calculated. So that's your final result, that is tan alpha is B sine theta upon A plus B cos theta, or we can say simply alpha is tan inverse B sine theta upon A plus B cos theta. Now let's move to the another important concept, that is for more than two vectors what we are going to do. Means like for two vectors we have triangle law of vector addition or parallelogram law of vector addition. Now if we have more than two vectors, then how we are going to calculate the addition of two vectors? So for that, what we are having a diagram. Let's say this is your A vector. Now this A vector is making an angle alpha with x-axis, right? So if I ask you, can we resolve? Means basically we want to find the components of A vector that is along the x-axis and perpendicular to x-axis, or we can say we'll resolve each vector, we'll take the component of each vector along the x-axis and along the y-axis also. So for that, first let us understand what we are going to do. Suppose we have an A vector which is making an angle alpha with positive direction of x-axis, right? This is A vector and making an angle alpha with x-axis. So if I ask you, that what is going to be its x component. So I'll take this as, let's say I'm taking this as ax. What I'm taking this as ax. Now if I ask you that what will be ax, so see, this is going to be a, its magnitude is going to be what? A. Now if I ask you what is cos alpha, so cos alpha is going to be your base upon hypotenuse. So ax comes out as how much? Ax comes out as a cos alpha. As you can see that ax is basically a cos alpha. Now similarly, अगर हम इसका y axis पे component पूछें, so basically what we are going to do, we are going to drop a perpendicular over here. Now if I ask you if this angle is alpha, this will be how much? Obviously x axis और y axis 90 डिग्री बनाते हैं, तो अगर ये एंगल अल्फा है तो वो कितना हो जाएगा? 90 minus alpha. Now again, as I can see, this is 90 minus alpha, right? So if I ask you in this triangle, what will be cos 90 minus alpha? So cos 90 minus alpha is going to be your perpendicular. Now this is going to be your base. So cos 90 minus alpha is base upon hypotenuse. So base is what? AY and hypotenuse is A. So we'll have cos 90 minus alpha as base upon hypotenuse. So AY comes out as what? A into cos 90 minus alpha, and we know that cos 90 minus alpha is sin alpha. So do remember, if we have a vector which is making an angle alpha with x-axis, तो जिस पे एंगल अल्फा उस पे उसका कौन सा कंपोनेंट होगा? कॉस कंपोनेंट. और जिस पे अल्फा नहीं है, दैट विल बी ओवर देयर विल बी अ साइन कंपोनेंट. तो याद रखने वाली बात है कि वेक्टर को हम रिजॉल्व कर लेते हैं, उसके कंपोनेंट्स ले लेते हैं अलोंग द एक्स एक्सिस एंड अलोंग द वाई एक्सिस. सो यहाँ पे ax जो है हमारा दैट इज a cos अल्फा, और ay जो है वो हमारा क्या है? a sin अल्फा. तो यहाँ पे डायग्राम में हम देख रहे हैं कि हमने ax लिखा है दैट इज अलोंग x एक्सिस, और ay लिखा है दैट इज अलोंग y एक्सिस. सिमिलरली अगर एक b वेक्टर है और वो एंगल बीटा बना रहा है, तो उस b का अलोंग x एक्सिस जो कंपोनेंट होगा वो क्या होगा? हमारा bx, और अलोंग y एक्सिस. नाउ यहाँ पे डायरेक्शन इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि a का डायरेक्शन पॉजिटिव x एक्सिस के अलोंग था और पॉजिटिव y एक्सिस के अलोंग था, इसलिए हमने प्लस ax और प्लस ay लिखा. बट अगर हम b का बात करें तो उसका x एक्सिस के अलोंग तो पॉजिटिव है, पर y एक्सिस के अलोंग कैसा है? निगेटिव, क्योंकि नीचे की तरफ है. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर माइनस ऑफ by. सिमिलरली इफ आई आस्क यू फॉर द c वेक्टर, दिस इज अनदर वेक्टर, लेट्स से दिस इज c वेक्टर. तो इस c वेक्टर का y के अलोंग तो पॉजिटिव है, बट x के अलोंग कैसा है? निगेटिव है. So that will be cy and minus of cx. So अगर मैं इसको वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखना चाहूं, so what do I have in vector form? A vector as ax I cap plus ay j cap, b vector as bx I cap minus of by j cap. देखो bx I cap है और minus of by j cap है क्योंकि नीचे की तरफ है, and last one is minus of cx I cap, क्योंकि हम देख सकते हैं c वेक्टर का जो है that is along minus of cx, मतलब निगेटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ x एक्सिस है, एंड दैट इज cy j cap. सो रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर जो होगा इस केस में दैट इज गोइंग टू बी योर a वेक्टर प्लस b वेक्टर प्लस c वेक्टर. सो बेसिकली एडिशन काफी सिंपल हो जाएगा, आई वाले सारे ऐड कर दो. सो प्लस ax प्लस bx एंड माइनस ऑफ cx दैट इज ऑल अलोंग i कैप, और jj वाले सारे ऐड कर दो. सो ay माइनस by प्लस cy. सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू ऐड मोर देन two vectors using a component method. I hope you understood well. Hello students, we are going to see the question that is based on your resolution of vectors. Now what we are given, that there is a car which travels a distance of 6 km. That is given to us that there is a car which travels a 6 km towards the north at an angle of 45 degree, right? So हमारे पास यहाँ पे कार है जो कि नॉर्थ की तरफ ट्रेवल कर रही है. कितने एंगल पे ट्रेवल कर रही है? 45 डिग्री पे, राइट? एंड टू द ईस्ट, and then travels distance of 4 km towards the north at an angle of 135 degree to the east. Means north की तरफ जा रही है और एंगल जो हम मेजर कर रहे हैं that is from east. Earlier it was 45 degree, then it was 135 degree, और जो distance है that is 6 km and 4 km. So basically we have to find how far is the final position due east and due north. मतलब north की डायरेक्शन में कितना उसका फाइनल डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा और ईस्ट की डायरेक्शन में फाइनल डिस्प्लेसमेंट कितना होगा, दैट वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट, राइट? सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द डायग्राम दैट देयर इज अ कार व्हिच ट्रेवल्स 6 किलोमीटर एट व्हाट एंगल, 45 डिग्री, राइट? और ईस्ट से 45 डिग्री बना रहा है, और देयर इज फर्दर इट ट्रेवल्स 4 किलोमीटर, और जो ईस्ट से एंगल कितना बना रहा है, दैट इज गिवन टू अस दिस एंगल एज योर 135 डिग्री, राइट? ये आपको एंगल कितना दे रखा है, 135. So if I ask you, this angle is 90, we know that this angle is 90. Now if this entire angle is 135, so this has to be what? This has to be your 45 degree. Now what we are going to do, we are going to resolve the vectors. See how we'll resolve. See, we have 6 kilometer in this direction, which makes an angle of 45 degree with the x-axis. Let's say this east-west axis is your x-axis and north-south is your y-axis. So we'll resolve this vector along the x-axis and along the y-axis. That is, we are going to take its component. So what we will have along the x-axis, for if we say for 6 kilometer displacement, so we'll have the vector as what? 6 I cap, right? In fact, it will be 6, not I cap, it will be exactly your 6 cos 45. See, we know that whenever we have an angle that is basically your theta with the x-axis, so as per the concept of resolution, we'll have 6 cos 45 I cap. This will be along x-axis, और y-axis के along कितना हो जाएगा? So y-axis के along it will be 6 sin 45 j cap, right? So this is the vector which we can say, let's say we have named this as OA. So OA vector के components ले लिया along x-axis and y-axis. So OA vector हमारा ये आ रहा है, right? Now if we see OB vector, so OB vector, let's say this is OB, right? और OB vector के जो components होंगे along x-axis and along y-axis, so which has a 4 kilometer displacement. Now along y-axis it will be what? 4 sin 45 j cap. Now if we are taking this angle as 45, it is up to us. If we are taking this angle as 45, तो हम यहाँ पे cos ले लें, यहाँ पे sin ले लें. And if we are taking this angle as 45, then we can take cos on this and sin on that. So it is your choice wherever you want to take. So let's say if we are not considering this one, we are taking this one as your 45 degree, right? तो 4 का x-axis के along जो component आएगा, that will be cos component, और y-axis के along जो component आएगा, that is going to be your sin component, right? So OB vector will be basically what? It will be minus of 4 cos 45 I cap and plus of what? 4 sin 45 j cap, right? ये हमने vectors तो लिख लिए along x-axis and along y-axis. Now if I ask you that along the north क्या आ रहा है? So along the north we are having two components. One is 6 sin 45 and other is 4 sin 45, right? तो एक बार हम क्वेश्चन पे क्विकली चलते हैं. क्वेश्चन में हमें पूछा क्या है? क्वेश्चन ने पूछा है हाउ फार इज इट्स फाइनल पोजीशन ड्यू ईस्ट एंड ड्यू नॉर्थ. मतलब उसकी ईस्ट में फाइनल पोजीशन क्या है और नॉर्थ में फाइनल पोजीशन क्या है. सो बेसिकली वी वांट टू फाइंड द डिस्प्लेसमेंट अलोंग एक्स एक्सिस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट अलोंग वाई एक्सिस. तो अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट अलोंग एक्स एक्सिस को हम डिनोट कर रहे हैं एस एक्स से, तो एक्स के कौन कौन से कंपोनेंट आ रहे हैं? लेट्स चेक. इट इज 6 cos 45, right, and minus of 4 cos 45. So once you solve this, cos 45 is what? 1 by root 2. So we'll have 6 by root 2 minus of what? 4 by root 2. Now 6 by root 2 can be written as what? 3 root 2. And 4 by root 2 can be written as what? 2 root 2. तो जो इसका component आ रहा है along x, that is your root 2, right? Now we take about for y. So sy क्या होगा हमारा? So sy will be what? Y components को add कर दो. So definitely we'll have 6 cos 45 plus of what? 6 sin 45. So we'll have 6 sin 45, right? क्योंकि y के along जो है that is going to be your 6 sin 45, right? So we'll have 6 sin 45 and plus of what? Plus of we are going to have j component. So one is 6 sin 45, the next one is your 4 sin 45, right? So once we solve this, value of sin 45 is going to be your 1 by root 2. So we'll have 6 by root 2 and again we'll have 4 by root 2. So ultimately we are going to have what? 10 by root 2. Now once we solve this further, so 10 by root 2 can be in fact written as what? It can be written as your 5 root 2. So that will be the displacement along y axis. मतलब नॉर्थ की तरफ उसका कितना हो गया? 5 root 2. और अगर हम ईस्ट की तरफ देखें तो that is going to be your root 2. I hope it is clear. So we have done with this. Now they are also asking what angle does the straight line joining its initial and final position makes with the east. मतलब ये पूछ रहे हैं कि इस बार जो भी हमारा रिजल्टेंट होगा इन दोनों का वो ईस्ट से कितना एंगल बनाएगा, राइट? सो बेसिकली एक इसके अलोंग है, एक इसके अलोंग है, सो डेफिनेटली इन दोनों का कुछ रिजल्टेंट होगा. सो इफ आई राइट द नेट वेक्टर दैट इज अलोंग रिजल्टेंट ऑफ OA वेक्टर एंड OB वेक्टर इज गोइंग टू बी व्हाट? OC. सो हम इनको ऐड करें, सो विल हैव व्हाट? रिजल्टेंट वेक्टर दैट्स लेट्स से इट इज OC वेक्टर. तो उसका x कंपोनेंट कितना आ रहा था हमने देखा, इट इज रूट 2 i कैप. इट इज कमिंग आउट एज व्हाट? रूट 2 i कैप एंड 5 रूट 2 j कैप, राइट? नाउ दे आर आस्किंग यू द एंगल. तो एंगल के लिए बेसिकली वी हैव अ फॉर्मूला कॉल्ड tan थीटा एंड दैट इज इक्वल्स टू y कंपोनेंट अपॉन x कंपोनेंट. सो tan थीटा विल बी योर व्हाट? 5 root 2 upon what? Root 2. So once you solve this further, you get the value of tan theta as 5. So finally you will get the value of theta as what? Tan inverse of 5. So I hope this angle is calculated. I hope all you have understood.